Sosa, Kaishi. Structure scan complete. Navigable exits detected. Negligible. Persist pathways. Dominant. Occupants unquantified. Estimated billions.
Nice footwork, love. She's done that before.
She's done it for 15 years, Georgie Porge. So for context and actuality, last year a team went looking for the way out, a systematic review. Here are some numbers for you to ponder on, okay? 3 international databases, every study published since 1980, 45 years of literature on ADHD and female sex hormones, and 11.
Yeah? 11 of what?
That is what the whole search returned. 45 years, 3 international databases, 11 empirical studies on ADHD and female sex hormones. Total, puberty, periods, pregnancy, all of it.
11? Yeah, nah, mate. Yous could fit the entire scientific record on this in a minibus, Orbs, with room for the esky.
And take a wild guess on how many empirical studies they found for ADHD during perimenopause, Georgie Porge.
Nah, don't. I'm already parboiled under me bush doof gear.
0, zilch, and bubkiss. The first empirical studies in relation to ADHD and the perimenopause and menopause stage of life have only started appearing recently. So far, it's a handful. 4, give or take, depending on how you count.
Hold on, before me rage spikes to thermonuclear levels. That word empirical, Orbs. For those not fluent in data speak, just what exactly is an empirical study when it's at home, Orbs? Go on, give it to me like I've had 2 wines.
It means somebody actually went and looked.
That's it then, looked.
Yes, looked. Georgie Porge. Empirical means the evidence came from the actual world. You find the actual women, you measure the actual thing happening to them, and you write down what you actually found. Not what you assumed, not what you reckoned, but what was verified to be there. Essentially, it's the difference between a doctor thinking something is probably fine and a doctor knowing because somebody actually counted and measured.
So a hunch isn't empirical then?
Definitely no.
So an opinion is not empirical?
Especially not that.
Well, in my clinical experience, love, is not empirical.
Negative.
Right. It's the difference between tasting the soup and standing in the kitchen shouting that the soup is probably lovely. Because we do this for everything, don't we, Obs? We empirically test bridges. We empirically test seat belts. In fact, there's some bloke in a lab right now, on a salary, empirically testing how many times you can open a fridge door before the hinge gives out.
There is. A job that appeals to me some days, not gonna lie.
Noted, operative. But the fridge has data, Orbs.
It does.
So, let me get this straight. There's research on ADHD. Again, there's research on perimenopause.
Correct.
But when the two of them collide in the same woman at the same time, you're not suggesting the science was thin, are you?
I am saying nobody went and looked, not once, in 45 years for a thing that happens to every woman alive.
But half of us go through a thing that hijacks the brain, the body, and your good mood, and not one bastard thought to write it down. You know, like even take a quick memo? None in 45 years? Fuck me, we've sequenced the human genome. We put a supercomputer in your purse. We've got a robot on Mars taking selfies. And not one bugger thought to check what happens to a woman's brain when the hormone running it walks out the door. What a steaming pile of fuckery.
I want to be precise about what that steaming pile of fuckery means, Georgie Porge, because no empirical study sounds like a filing problem. It is not a filing problem. It means that for 4.5 decades, half the human population has walked into the single most predictable event in their own physiology, and the documented scientific record of what it does to a neurodivergent brain is almost a completely blank page. Not a thin page, not a contested page. And as of this very moment, in mid-2026, we have fewer than 5 large-scale peer-reviewed empirical studies in existence that specifically evaluate the overlap of ADHD and perimenopause. Interestingly, Georgie Porge, a quick Google search on this specifically returned the finding, which I'll read verbatim. Despite a massive amount of anecdotal evidence and clinical consensus, rigorous data on this specific life stage is practically non-existent.
Yeah. Just blank stares and tumbleweeds. So let's do the maths on that, Pedals, because I love a bit of maths. There are over 1 billion women on this planet right now going through perimenopause, menopause, or living the other side of it. 47 million more join the queue every single year. That is a country-sized worth of women every fucking year walking into this. And we're up to literally a handful of studies and a shrug. So they are walking around out here with no map, no compass, no protocol. Not one randomised trial telling anybody what to actually do for them.
But there are plenty of signposts. Thousands. Anxiety, depression, burnout, stress, personality disorder. Have you tried yoga? Every single one of them pointing confidently in the wrong direction. And only 20% of them ever manage to raise it with a doctor at all.
Wow, why would you, Obs? If every door you've opened so far has led you straight back to the bloody stairs...
Well, there aren't any maps yet, Georgie Porge, but as always, there is lots of commentary.
Well, lucky for us, we have our own. Don't we, Eve?
E.V.E. ディレクティブプロトコルを起動します。Playback sequence activated.
This is the Great Data Abyss. Here, we find one of the jungle's most successful organisms. It does not photosynthesize. It does not hunt. It feeds instead on attention. And, in exchange for that attention, it offers commentary, freely, generously, to anyone who passes. Although it may seem so, it is not free. Every tendril is sponsored, every fruit paid for. The organism does not care what it says, only that you are close enough to hear it. Observe the fruit, ripe, radiant, confident, and rotten all the way through. Remarkably, this appears to make no difference whatsoever to its appeal. They do not inspect it. They do not turn it over. It was offered with such conviction that inspection feels impolite. The seeds, however, are the true achievement. Each one carries a single, simple instruction. Doubt. Now look there. Do you see it maneuver so effortlessly? This is the organism's greatest gift. It does not need to push anyone into the dark. It simply suggests that's where you belonged all along, until you believe it.
Yeah, well, that was a lovely little doco. Yeah, right up until I remembered we are standing in the shithole it is talking about. Either I'm getting cataracts a tad early, or it's getting much darker down there.
'Tis indeed, Georgie Porge.
What the fuck is that? Let's get some light down there below the roots. Oh, this fucker.
In this case, it's fuckers. You see, it is not one villain in this instance. It's 4 separate hands, all pulling the same string, all needing the same sentence to be true, needing their narratives to fruit whilst they spread their decay designed to erode folks' critical thinking.
Yeah, well, not on our watch today, Satan.
Time to truth surge these fuckers.